in test. Once again, I don't understand. I know as soon as I go live.
Did you tell Tim that we're not doing the Mishas?
No.
You should probably text him and be like, hey. Be like, there's just a problem. For us, we're gonna overload.
Nope.
Guys, I'm okay. You're gonna have to come on the other side. Okay.
All right. Well, we got plenty to talk about, so you want to go on?
I mean, we can, yeah. Let me go ahead and go live, and then once again, I'm gonna try and get this thing to load properly. So we're gonna go live.
Okay.
Good day to think about responsibility. If you're willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team and this school and this town, the expectations could be any higher.
He makes one miss. He is in for the score.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
Tyler Oaks wide open touchdown. He's
Tonight,
deep and intercepted by
we
Hunter
stay with them.
across the 40 to the
We
30,
shut them
20,
down
10,
because we
5,
can.
House.
We're going to get them on the run. We're going to go. And we run to the stop until we go like goal line. They can't lick it, and that's out the goal. The first was for the man with there. Fight.
Touchdown, Panthers!
You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it.
15-10-5, touchdown Panthers!
Keeper by Payne goes to the outside, trying to find a hole now, cuts to the near side.
Screw them. This is your time.
But he gets through somehow. Cairo Payne to the far side, makes a man miss, stays on his feet, and he is gone!
Goal line. Don't forget, man, today's the day we're going to win.
So let's take care of it. This is your time.
Welcome into the Vandalia Bus Lines pregame show, everybody, and it is the big one tonight so far this season. Zumwalt North taking on hated playoff rival Battle. My name's Tom Harkbeck. I'm alongside Mike Wagenknecht for this one, and our cameraman is, as always, Gavin Anderson. About 17 minutes to kick off. We were debating all pregame, Mike. We can't draw a clear winner in this one.
Oh, you really can't. This will be outside of the Zumwalt West and the Francis Howell games. This is going to be the closest, stiffest test this team has had all year, and the history there too with them playing so frequently over the last few years with Battle winning those games. There's going to be a lot to play for here tonight, but I think Coach Bacon's got this team ready to go, and they're going to be excited to play this game.
History on this fixture, it's been 4 out of the last 5 years. Battle has won 3 of 4, and the only time that Zumwalt North has beat them, they went to state. So it has been a tough matchup for the Panthers. But this year, it seems like Battle is a little bit down. They had a loss to SLU, which is kind of the stick-out loss for them.
Yep.
And when you look at how they play, Battle is a slower team. They are a little bit bigger, but it's just a different kind of football, and that has what's been the hamstring of Zumwalt North in these previous matchups.
Yeah, and we were talking to some people before the game about what Battle has looked like this year, and they're going to score points on offense. That's no question. But the one thing that they've noticed this year that has been lacking, or has been a little bit stronger in years past, is the defense. They've been giving up points in games, even in the games that they've won and won big.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving up 14, 21 points to teams that maybe they shouldn't be giving those points up to.
Yeah, and like we can use as an example the Howell North game. That game was close at halftime, 16-19, I believe. And that kind of gives you cause for concern of like, oh, okay, so if they did that in one half, North should be okay.
Yeah,
I would think.
Yeah, and looking at this team has also played Smith Cotton earlier this year. They beat him 61-21.
Which is about the same,
I mean, it's the same. I mean, last week was a 63-14 win last week. So
yeah, with 55 points in the first quarter.
Exactly. So the Battles team has given up points to teams that they probably shouldn't have given up as many points to. So we'll see if that's something that they've locked down as they've gotten deeper into the season, or if it's something that's going to be able to be played into the hands of North tonight. They can just go out and score at will.
And you are watching and listening Prepcast.com, Panther Broadcasting powered by Prepcast. It is the Vandalia Bus Lines pregame show. We're going to continue with that in just a minute after this on Panther Broadcasting powered by Prepcast.com. Panther Broadcasting powered by Prepcast. It is probably the most anticipated game of the year so far. Battle this Friday. Coach, let's just leave it kind of pretty open. What has this week been like from a coaching standpoint?
So the weather's made it a little bit tricky with getting out of school Monday and with the snow and being indoors. But I mean, regardless, this is always one of our biggest games, and we've played them 4 of the last 5 years in the playoffs, and they've knocked us out 3 times. Always a real physical game. They're always very talented and athletic, and so it's up to us to play really good football this week.
We've heard the fans talk a little bit, and they say a lot of things, but so far, have the kids kind of behaved themselves, let's just say that, in terms of, I guess sportsmanship has been a big coaching standpoint this week?
For sure, and I mean that's always real important to us, and some teams make it a little more difficult to do things the right way than others, but I mean for us, we have to decide who we're going to be and not let somebody else determine that for us, and so just got to focus in on playing great football and talk with our pads and let the chips fall where they may.
In terms of basically how maybe the game's going to be played, what should we see from Battle? Are they going to be a different team than we've seen all year, or will we see a little bit of the same?
I think it'll be similar to like when we played Zumwalt West and how the first couple weeks of the season. I mean, they'll be physical and they'll have good size and real good athletes and they'll go hard. And so I think it'll be a lot like those first couple weeks of the season.
Tests from here on out, pending a win Friday. Will a win over Battle really set the pace for the playoffs?
I mean, really, every week we have to be better than the week before, and so right now this is the only week we have left in our season unless we play well enough to earn another one. So it's all about earning a win and seeing what we can do.
And hopefully we'll see that Friday. So it is Battle this coming Friday. Catch it on prepcast.com. Welcome back, everybody. The Vandalia Bus Lions pregame show. Once again, if you're just joining us, my name's Tom Hartbeck. I'm alongside Mike Wagenknecht, and our cameraman is Gavin Anderson. We got about 10 minutes to kick off, and now we head into the Athletic Republic keys to the game. Honestly, Mike, this is really your season.
Yes.
You know, this is the toughest game you will probably play other than the state title game if you are to get to it. You probably will have to say that the game after this, which is the winner of the Chaminade-McClure North game, is going to be a little bit of a step down.
Yeah, a little bit, and Coach Bacon was talking, especially during the visit you had with it on Wednesday, that they're looking at this as this is their last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking ahead; they are looking at this is the last game of the season. That's it. So you just got to go out there and stick to your game plan. Something you've done all year.
Yeah.
Don't get too high, too low, whether you're up or down. This team has trailed very, very little. I think last week you said somewhere in the range of about 10 minutes all season.
Yeah, they did.
They've trailed. And then they just got to keep their heads. This is a rivalry game. There's been stories, there's been things that have gone on, but they just got to keep their head. And if they can do that and they can stick to their game plan, then this game is going to be an easy one tonight. And like you said, I mean, Chaminade's not really, it's not a step down in a sense, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
The kind of the team that they are, because Battle, you'll look at them and be like, oh, they're probably the biggest team you've played all year other than maybe the Howell or Zumwalt West game. And it's what Coach Bacon said is he expects it to be like that game. And North handled that team, both those teams really, fairly easily. And if they can play like they did in those first two games, that's fine. And the only doubt that we really had was we wish they would have played those two teams closer to the end of the year.
Seeing seeing if they would be able to handle them the way they did then later on in the year in different weather conditions as well.
Yeah, and it's really going to be a good one. Those really are the only two things. Keep your head and play your game. And if you can keep your head in this game, it is going to be very beneficial because Battle documented 500 yards this year of personal foul penalties alone. So if you can play a clean game, that's really going to give you a nice heads up. The starters for tonight on offense, the line, as always, Gavin Stricker at left tackle, Joey Martin at guard, Nate Rappeline at center, Gavin LaBelle at guard, and then at right tackle, Adam Lewis. The wide receivers, Isaiah Hartrip, Tyler Oakes, Tim Nesledge, and Jack Newcomb. The halfback is Chris Futrell, and the quarterback, Cairo Payne, on offense. We'll get to defense when North takes the field with the defensive side. But we were talking earlier before the game, Mike, about who we thought on offense the guy will be. It's been Oakes, it's been Hartrip, it's been Payne, and it's been Tim Nesledge a couple of games. We haven't seen really a game from Chris Futrell, but maybe tonight is his game because sometimes Battle has been suspect up the middle, but they are big up the middle.
Yeah, and it's like you said, not something we've seen a whole lot of is an interior running game. I expect this game to see a lot of stuff to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You said that the lines are big, but are they going to be quick enough to catch up? And if they aren't, they're going to live on the edges.
Yeah, and in that case, I would look for Hartrip or Tyler Oakes to be the man up there. But hopefully North can push into this one.
And tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at Fort Zumwalt North and Battle and the Missouri State High Schools Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
And we're getting the starters right now here on the Vandalia Bus Lions pregame show from the PA. It is a very good night for football. Brisk. It is playoff-esque type weather. We have, I'd probably say, an 85% crowd. Maybe the weather keeping you away. Battle has brought some fans as well. But, man, is this one anticipated. We've heard talk from parents. We've heard talk from fans on Twitter. We've heard talk from students. I was talking to a couple players on Wednesday, and I said, who would you rather beat, Zumwalt West or Battle? Because those are probably their two biggest rivals. And he said, honestly, I'd rather beat Battle. Yeah. and that was surprising to me because of the local rivalry. But they said this game hinges on your season. The West game, it doesn't mean anything other than pride. This one has the pin in your season, and it's going to set the pace for the rest of the year. And the Panthers are fired up and ready to go as they will take the field donned in green with white bottoms. And Battle is on the Z, trying to get something of a reaction out of North.
Nothing there.
And nothing happened. I think North might have timed their run on pretty quickly. You can notice there is a little bit of a reaction from some guys looking over, but...
And the referees tonight are going to do their very best to keep this game civil and clean.
Yes.
You got a 20-year veteran on the officiating crew tonight, so a guy that's seen pretty much everything. So I would not be surprised if they kind of nip things in the bud pretty quickly. Maybe see a couple personal fouls early. Hopefully not, but it may set the tone of what's acceptable and what's not.
Yeah, and you really have to play, like, if you can keep your head in this kind of a game, whoever has the least amount of penalties might win it.
Yep, and North's done a great job of that this year.
They have, and they do not get a lot of personal foul penalties. I think I might have counted maybe 3 all year. That's about it. North's big hamstring penalty is probably holding because of the kind of offense they run, but, that happens on almost every play. It's just a matter of if it's called or not. But this game is the hinge point of their season, and it's been this way for 5 years. The one year that they didn't have a hinge on Battle was when they played Pattonville. And, that's been it, because so goes this game, so goes North's season. When you look on, the winner of this game plays Chaminade versus McClure North. And then you got to look out for the winners of the Glendale-Waynesville game and then Nixa as well.
Nixa going to be tough out if they make it that far.
Mm-hmm. And Nixa will probably be, I would probably say you have a date for them in the state semis.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the look forward, but it seems to be all roads lead to Jackson in this one. And Battle played Jackson this year. They were handily beaten by them with some controversy as well. And you can read about that. But, honestly, that's about it.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to go. Because Battle is a tough team. They are a very athletic team, and they have some weapons, but it's a different kind of weapon. And that's what I'm going to stress on the color side of things tonight, is that North has 5 and 6 guys who you have to cover. Battle, not so much. So it will be a good game tonight as we wrap up the Vandalia Bus Lines pregame show. Captains Tim Nesledge, Gavin Stricker, Isaiah Hartrip, and Cairo Payne out to the field for the coin toss. It's kind of odd. It's pretty quiet in this stadium right now.
It really is. I think this is going to get loud as the kickoff commences. You talked earlier, there was a little bit of a light crowd, but everybody's starting to pile in now. Looks like it might actually, the Battle band might even be here as well. So the Battle sideline is going to be filling up here quickly as well. So expect this to be a loud game.
Yeah.
Expect this to be a contentious game, but expect it to be a good game.
And it should be, and we'll see if North can continue their streak of good luck on the coin toss. Hasn't impacted their game, but the first score of this game might be pretty swaying in the momentum of the game as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think if North can come out and score quickly, it might set a good tone. But if Battle comes out and scores first, especially if they have the ball first, this will be that adversity we've talked about them not facing a whole lot so far this year.
And we also made note of it before we went live. The numbers on the sideline.
Yep.
Battle has probably, I'd say, 20 or 30 less guys on the sideline than North does. And that can be a hamstring on your team. I saw it in the Priory-John Burroughs game. Priory was rotating the entire time. There was a new guy coming in on every play. You can do that if you're North. See, because, I am not opposed at all to Kylan Watson coming in and playing for Tyler Oaks. I'm not opposed at all for Jack Newcomb being the main wide receiver rather than Hartrip or Nesledge at all. So it will be a good one, and we are about to get the result of the coin toss.
North's going to receive.
Yeah, Battle has won the toss and defers, so North gets the ball first, and I think that might go well for them.
I think so as well. And you were talking about being able to rotate guys in. The one good thing about having so many large victories this year is that second-team offense has been able to come in and play a lot and gotten comfortable with the system and who they're playing with. So in a game like tonight, if you have to rotate people in to keep people healthy, fresh, what have you, you have more confidence in those guys coming in that they're going to be able to execute and run in a big-time game.
Yeah.
And that's also, once again, getting more experience for next year as well.
And next year is a far-flung thought for these kids tonight. This is their game. This, for a lot of North fans, has been thought of as the year where North may have a chance, and a very good chance at that. So North will go from left to right. Battle will go from right to left. Back deep for North. Chris Futrell, Isaiah Hartrip, and Jack Newcomb. Battle will start from the condensed kickoff formation. And I'm probably going to think they are going to keep this one away from Hartrip.
That's what teams have done for the most part this year. A couple of teams kicked to him. He ran it back for a touchdown or a deep return, and the rest of the game didn't touch the ball on kickoffs after that.
So the whole of everything is set. Coaches can't do anything more. It's time to play football here in the district championship. It is a wobbly kick that bounces around. They fall on it in between the 30 and the 40-yard line. And North grabs it just above the 30. Call that at the 32-yard line. Believe that was caught by Kylan Watson.
And I tell you what, I think every single heart in this place stopped on
Yeah,
the north
it did.
side.
I mean, I kind of went, uh-oh. I had a thought in my mind.
That ball did take a quirky bounce off the turf there. Not sure if that was designed. It might have been, just to see if maybe they could get a semi-onside kick. But North was able to get it, and we're going to see the offense here.
So they will start from the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, good field position to start for the Panthers. Nesledge, Oaks, Hartrip, and then Newcomb. Man in motion is Isaiah Hartrip. Hartrip gets it, and he tries to juke around. He's down the sideline, has the first down and a little bit more, and here come the flags.
Already going to get a personal foul there, probably a face mask.
So that's going to help North.
And Hartrip just needs to stay calm. He is going to probably have to come off the field for this play since his helmet came off.
Yeah, his helmet did. And look at Coach Bacon. He's animated already. I talked a little bit with Coach Bacon after our interview, and he said, I just hope that we can keep our heads, because if we can, it is really going to benefit us. And I've stressed that with the kids all week, and they've done a good job of it as well, receiving the message. So that is a big, big pickup for Isaiah Hartrip. And it's a 5-yard penalty to the benefit of the Panthers. They come out in battle territory now. Same formation for Cairo Payne. Payne fakes it to Futrell. Now goes to the outside, has room, and gets a nice 7-yard gain. That's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this year.
Yeah, him pulling it down and just doing a straight run. But once again, we come back to the point of this team has so many weapons that you just don't know where this ball's going.
1,305 yards for Cairo Payne coming into this one. 2nd and 2. Ball on the battle 38-yard line. They come up Jack Newcomb, then Isaiah Hartrip, Tyler Oaks, and then Nesledge. Man in motion is Tyler Oaks. He goes back to the outside, option play, gets it out to Hartrip, moves it forward, takes a move across to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Pylon, touchdown, Panthers! What a run by Isaiah Hartrip. He was tackled into the end zone and moved his body inside the pylon for the score.
Let's take a look at that replay there. I mean, just shifty moves there, a nice fake handoff, the pitch to Hartrip, one cut to the inside, another cut, shakes the defender, is able to get down to the 20. Looks like he may be tackled there around the 5, but cuts once more, and then he's tackled into the end zone for the score. Big-time play.
And I think a lot of fans just went, whoo, okay. What a run, shake and bake style from Isaiah Hartrip off the option play. A lot of times those plays are not what North scores on. It's the read option play as Owen Sears puts it up and good. But 7-0 inside a minute, and I think Coach Bacon's happy about that one.
Yeah, I mean, 3 plays. That's really all it took was 3 plays for them to score. Now, obviously, you think Battle's going to be able to come back and maybe shut it down and maybe extend some drives, but it bodes well that right now you're able to kind of shred this defense.
Yeah, and your scheme, your normal scheme, worked, and I think that really, really is going to help Zumwalt North, because if you can run like that in your normal style offense and not have to change much, Battle's in for a tough night.
And Commercial Bank is proud to introduce free Kasha checking that pays you for banking with us. No minimum balance requirements, no monthly maintenance fees, and you get refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide every month you qualify. Kasesa pays you cash rewards for meeting a few easy qualifications, and there's never any penalties. Take back banking and ask for free Kasesa checking at Commercial Bank. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Back deep for Battle is Isaiah Wilson. Owen Sears to kick from the 40. 7-0 Zumwalt North, and it is a booming kick. Back at the 5. Good coverage displayed here by North. Wilson tries to bounce to the outside, and they keep him inside the 20.
And that'll fire the crowd up once more as they get a great tackle there. Like you said, great coverage on the kickoff there. About 5 or 6 Panthers surrounded Wilson.
Great coverage to start on defense.
And we talked earlier in the pregame about the middle of the defense there, if they're going to be able to stop that run up the gut, something that they've improved on throughout the year.
So Battle comes out with 3 wide receivers in the pistol. They hand it off right to the running back. He bounces through a hole, but the Panthers gobble him up, and he'll get about 3 yards of a gain. Darian Jordan with the carry. Same formation for Battle. They hand it off up the middle again. Going nowhere. Have you seen the number of the quarterback? I can't see it, honestly.
Looks like number 5?
Yeah, 5. Number 5, it is Harrison Keller, the senior.
And this team is, like you said in the pregame, it's a big team.
And the press box is shaking. 3rd down and 4 from the 23. 4 wide receivers each side. Back to pass as Harrison throws. Caught easy, but it comes out. Incomplete, and that brings up 4th down and a big defensive stand.
And North got some pressure there on the quarterback. Made him throw that ball a little quicker than he wanted to, but that receiver was wide open and just dropped that ball instead of making the catch. And a big 3-and-out on the first drive for Battle.
And it is a formation and a style of play that benefits Parker Monning and Chris Futrell, for that matter.
And Battle, a little confusion there about how many guys are on the field.
Back deep is Isaiah Hartrip. Stands at the 45. Snap back, bad snap, and look at this. North's going to take over from the 10. the Battle special teams give North probably one of the biggest breaks they've had all season.
This is the best way you could have started off a game. Receive the kickoff, 3 plays, touchdown. All of a sudden, you get a 3 and out, and you're on the 10 in the red zone, knocking on the door once more.
So now, without even running a play, in the red zone, poised to score. Cairo Payne and Chris Petrell line up in the backfield in the pistol, and it is Neslage, Oaks, Hartrip as the wide receivers. Man in motion is Hartrip from the far side. Hand off to Petrell up the middle, bounces around, and he dives across the plane for the touchdown. Panthers take the lead 13-0.
He just went through that as clear as day, super simple. I mean, you look at this replay right here. Hartrip goes in motion. Instead of cutting across the quarterback, he's going to cut behind. That handoff to Petrell, and he slides through that defensive line there pretty easily. Barely even touched until he gets to the 2-yard line and is able to just punch it in for 6.
One play, and it is 13-0. Owen Sears to kick. Jack Newcomb to hold. Snap back, ball down, kick is up. It's low, but it is good. And it is 14-0 Panthers. Very, very quickly. They've only run 5 plays.
One thing that they're going to have to watch, and I know PATs are important. They're not incredibly important, but they're getting Battle's getting a guy off the outside there who's getting ever so close to blocking a PAT.
Mm-hmm.
And in a game like this that could eventually be close, 1 point here or there could be a big difference. So it might be something that Coach Bacon and his special teams coach are going to have to kind of button up as this game goes on.
So you've got a few linemen out there, but out on the coverage team is going to be Steinmeier, Watson. I also see Rezix. I see Monning. You've got the normal
Chris Raquel out there.
Usual suspects.
Yeah. And this team's done a very, very good job on kickoffs and punt return coverage as well. I mean, the special teams, every facet of this team has been phenomenal this year.
So Sears is going to try and get a touchback here. Big boot this time, but he got a little bit under it. Fielded at the 20 this time. And a big tackle on the play. First touch by, I believe, if my eyes are correct, it was Chris Raquel. And then Kylan Watson was in there to finish him just about at the 25.
And that's going to fire the defense right back up.
And this defense is looking to make some history tonight. In case you aren't aware, Parker Monning 1 sack away from the Missouri State High School sacking record. He stands at 23. He sets up on the near side as the pinched-in outside linebacker. On the other side is Chris Futrell. They will stack the box. Futrell now moves to be inside linebacker. They come out in a full house pistol. Hand off up the middle. He hits a hole, but he falls into a row full of Panthers. And then into the far side on the read option play is actually where the play went. And looks like Futrell was in there to stop him.
That was a great fake because I was just like you. I thought the running back had the ball.
Yeah, I thought the running back did too, but it is a loss of about 3. Harrison Keller. Tight formation here for Battle, and then Zumwalt North stacks the box. It is a snap and a reverse play to the far side. And they get down to the 30, but a flag in the backfield in the area of holding.
That was a quick flag as soon as that ball was snapped, essentially.
Illegal shift against Battle. So right now, the way this game has started, Joe Bacon can't be happier.
Oh, I don't think he could be any happier. I mean, like you said, first drive, go down, score a touchdown, 3 and out, end up basically stacking the punter on the 10-yard line. 1 play later, you're up 14-0.
So now the offense will move back, 2nd and 15 right now.
I'm going to be interested to see at what point this Battle team starts to move towards the air a little bit more. I mean, they've got some tall receivers, and they've got a taller quarterback who looked like, at least in warm-ups, had a pretty good throw on the ball.
Battle comes out in a tight formation with 4 wide receivers. North stacks the box but keeps the safeties in tight. 9:55 to go, 2nd and 15 from the 21. Man in motion to the far side. Harrison back to pass. Here comes the bull rush. Monning tries to get him, but he's flushed out of the pocket, and he almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and here come the flags late.
Yeah, it was very, very close to a late hit out of bounds. Might have been in the gray area, but it's one of those things that with the way this game is going to probably go, you got to set the boundaries early.
So this looks like this will be an automatic first down. That's Battle's first down of the game. And it was kind of an unlucky play. Sometimes you can't avoid those.
No. Sometimes, especially with a running quarterback, you're not entirely sure when he's going to give himself up, because sometimes they'll fake going out of bounds and then cut back to the middle. So you got to kind of be prepared to make the hit. And that time it just didn't work out.
So 1st and 10 from the 38, and the referees are having a conversation with the Battle offensive line. Now North pinches in close. They stack the middle. 2 wide outs, and they flex the tight ends. Read option play. Up the middle, and it is snuffed. Jalen Owens got in there first.
So far, so good on the middle of that interior for the defensive line of Fort Zumwalt North. They've improved that a lot since week 1 and 2 when Howland West kind of gashed them up the middle.
Yeah, and that was the big concern for North was I don't know how good we are up the middle, and they have really clogged it up as the season has gone on. Same formation for everybody. Keeper by Keller, and he is snuffed. I don't think Monning was in on that play as he was out of the scrum. But no gain. Is going to be it's going to be a tricky game, but I think if you're doing this to Battle, which is a tough team, you can do it to Chaminade. I mean, Chaminade took it to CBC in the first half, but then were shut down pretty much.
The tough test is it's going to be on the road. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, but also Chaminade, it's just kind of different. Keller, flush from the pocket, gets pushed out, stays in bounds, tries to get the first down, but he's going to be just a hair short with a minute to go. Call it 6 yards and be 4th and 3.
And obviously going forward here with just about a minute to go in the first half. Be absolutely huge if North is able to stop this here and possibly put more points on the board.
And it looks like Battle is reconsidering it and is sending out the punt team. So off will come Cairo Payne, on will come Bobby Maris, and Battle will take another timeout. Zumwalt North #1 in Class 5, but honestly they have been, in my opinion, underrated in the STL Today large schools poll. Well, they haven't gotten above like 6th.
They really have, and talking preseason, before the season with people around the area, I mean, North is such a hidden gem, essentially. I mean, they're kind of in a part of town where it's back behind some trees, not a highly trafficked area. But what Coach Bacon is building here over the last 5 years, this is a program that people need to be looking at and kind of modeling things after. They really do. I mean, it's been successful, and yes, they haven't won a state championship yet, but they're tracking very, very well.
And we could have said that 10 years ago with Zumwalt West.
Yep.
When they had TJ Moe and everything. As Battle comes out to punt, they trail by 43 with a minute to go here in the first half, and North is poised to get good field position here. Are they going to come for it?
And it's a fake.
It is a fake this time, and it is going to bite Battle. Chris Futrell gets in there with 55 seconds left. North's going to take over from the 20. Wow.
Like I said earlier, Futrell has looked like he has been shot out of a cannon. He is just barreling down on people.
Honestly, other than the offense, and I'm not going to say any one player on the offense because, I mean, Payne and Hartrip and Futrell. Oaks has had a few plays as a man in the back. Neslage hasn't had his name called tonight, but he's had a few good blocks. So I'll say the offense and then Chris Futrell.
Watch for it here. I wouldn't be shocked if they try to take a shot at the end zone with Neslage or Newcomb here.
4 wide receivers in the same formation. Newcomb, Hartrip the man in motion, Oaks and then Neslage. Hand off. Up the middle to Hartrip, rumbles forward, and he gets 7. Ball comes out.
They may have called him down. Let's see.
Yeah, Battle is saying they have it, but they rule him down, and the clock will continue to run. North will have to run a play.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, really. He's short, 2nd and 1, with 30 seconds to go here. North is going to try and get a score before halftime for the 2nd week in a row, 50 points plus. Hand off to Futrell, touchdown Panthers! And there's 50 points plus 2 weeks in a row, and this time you're doing it against a team that hasn't struggled all year. 55-6 over their hated playoff rivals from Columbia.
And just a quick handoff to Futrell. And another, again, untouched into the end zone, essentially. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. Really didn't even look like they were trying to tackle him there.
And right now, the Chaminade-McClure North game, all Chaminade, 33-0. Snapback, ball down, kick up. Owen Sears is good. 56-6. 56-6.
What's your message from Coach Bacon at halftime in the locker room?
Just now it turns into, okay, now we're going to practice. You know, we're going to run plays that we want to run next week. We're going to take a lot more rotations, even though we might not play the entire second string. We might put the second string in for a drive. We might swap them in and out. You just cannot get anyone hurt. And I hate to say it, but if this game does get chippy, you run that risk.
Yeah, that you do. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously I don't think Battle is going to come out there, and I don't think any team, especially in high school, is going to come out there and intentionally try and make a game chippy. But you know, if you see an opportunity, you're going to maybe make a hit that you wouldn't make in a close game. It's going to happen, but you just got to protect yourself, protect your players. No coach is going to send their guys out there to try and injure somebody.
No coach is, but, you know, these kids are, you know, between the ages of 14 and 18. It's a pooch kick. Bounces down to the 30-yard line, caught at the 20, down to the 17. They try and get through. They get through to the other side, down to the 50, and Owen Sears. And we get a flag on the play. Owen Sears made the hit. A flag immediately came in. I'm thinking this is helmet to helmet.
It's got to be, yeah. I mean, you saw the...
Sears is okay. He got up right away.
That's the second tackle Sears has made this year.
Yeah, it is.
Big-time tackle.
But immediately, yeah, I see the linesman putting his fist to the face. Targeting foul on North.
And that'll be on Sears.
Targeting on Sears. Wow. I am really surprised by that because Sears was making the tackle, and then I saw the return man lean his head in.
I mean, even if it's helmet to helmet, I'm a little surprised that that you had to be leading with the crown of your helmet, I would think.
Yeah, I think they saw that one wrong. I'm sorry.
That's going to be one that you're going to have to look at in the replay and see what the real call is there.
So Battle has a chance maybe to get on the board for the second time before the end of the half. But North stacks the box. Back to pass is Keller. Keller flush from the pocket. Here comes the bull rush, and it is a joint sack between Parker Monning and Max Meyer.
Battle's going to
Timeout
try and go
Battle.
for one more play.
Timeout Battle with 1 second left, trying to get some momentum.
I was all ready to go to halftime.
Yeah, I was too, and to finish my hot chocolate.
Now, quick question. Targeting penalty in high school. Does the player get thrown out?
Well, they didn't make they didn't
Make the signal that
make
he's
the
out.
signal that he was out. I guess he gets 2. You know, or it was incidental contact. You know. Do I see Sears on the sideline?
I haven't seen him go anywhere.
I didn't
so,
see him walk
yeah.
off.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. As they get the clock set up, it may not even be a second. You may be at like
0.3. Yeah,
3 right now.
Yeah, so you know the Hail Mary's coming here just for pride.
2.6.
Yeah, 2.6, 2 seconds, 0.6.
And second and about 30?
Yeah.
Maybe 25. But yeah, at this point, yeah, you're expecting a Hail Mary pass, so get back, knock it down, go into the halftime with the lead.
Well, you will with the lead, but
Oh, yes, you will, but
let's
don't
see what
give them
happens.
any momentum.
4 wideouts. Keller's going to have to keep it himself. Scrambles around, throws, and incomplete. And we will go to halftime. Zumwalt North in control, 56-6 over their hated rivals from Columbia, the Battle Spartans. Nobody saw this coming.
No, you expected, yeah, they may have pulled away late, but you did not expect it to be just an absolute blitz right off the top. A couple of turnovers, a couple of fourth down a couple of fourth down stops really kind of helped North build that lead, but Battle's kind of shot themselves in the foot with the penalties, and now the turnovers as well. You had the botch snap on the punt on fourth down, gave the ball to them at the 10, and Fort Zumwalt North has capitalized. They haven't, not. They've taken the ball and they put it into the end zone and built this 50-point lead.
50 points is the deficit, and Battle, I'm sure, is getting a little bit of lip in that huddle across the way. So that is it after one half. North in control. We'll see it for the second. You are watching and listening Panther Broadcasting, powered by Prepcast.com.
Vandalia Bus Lines has been serving the St. Louis metropolitan area since 1932, and they take pride in their well-maintained fleet of clean, comfortable, European-style motor coaches and vans. Whether you're interested in a tour of the beautiful and historic St. Louis area or a charter trip to the lower 48 continental United States or parts of Canada, it's Vandalia Bus Lines, the largest fleet in the St. Louis area. Call them at 800-542-4287.
Are you looking to get that extra 10%? Reach the next level with Athletic Republic. Athletic Republic is science-based performance sports training, delivering intense, position-specific one-on-one training. Stop working out and start training. Visit your local Athletic Republic Training Center today. Athletic Republic, where athletes who give 110% get the extra 10%.
Good day to think about responsibility.
It is
If you're willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team and this school and this town, the expectations couldn't be any higher.
He makes one miss. He is in for the score.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
Tyler Oaks wide open touchdown. He's
Tonight,
deep and intercepted by
we
Hunter
stay with them.
across the 40 to the
We
30,
shut them
20,
down
10,
because we
5,
can.
House.
We're going to get them under the go, 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 go. And we on to the stop until we go that goal line. They can't lick it, and the back out of the goal. The first was for the man with there. Fight, 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 fight.
Touchdown, Panthers!
You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it.
15, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers!
He provides Payne, goes to the outside, trying to find a hole, now cuts to the near side.
Screw them. This is your time.
But he gets through somehow. Cairo Payne to the far side, makes a man miss, stays on his feet, and he is gone!
Goal line. Don't forget, man, today's the day we're going to win.
So let's take care of it. This is your time.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the end of halftime. Once again, if you're just joining us, my name is Tom Hartbeck. I'm alongside Mike Wagenknecht, and our cameraman is Gavin Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 56-6. Zumwalt North. This is not what anyone expected, not what really anyone even wanted in this game, to be honest. Now you're trying to debate who do you put in, and it's a toss-up either way.
That it is. I mean, obviously, I think you're going to keep your starters in. You know, it's still too. No, it's a 50-point lead, but it's still too close for you to kind of play around in the third quarter.
Yeah.
You know, wait till the fourth maybe, or as it gets closer, if you get put up a couple more touchdowns.
So this game is for the district title in District 4, but the winner of this game takes on the winner of the Chaminade-McClure North game. That's 33-0. What else is around the state?
So around the state, if you're looking at in this, Raymar Pecular and Liberty North are tied at 21. Joplin up 35-7 on Marquette. One of the local teams, Fort Zumwalt West, has a 27-0 lead over Troy Buchanan. Staley up 21-3 over North Kansas City. Carthage has apparently beaten Nixa 35-0.
Wow.
So that's a huge one. Glendale up 22-14 on Waynesville. Eureka up 22-0 on St. John Vianney. Jackson, the team that we're all thinking that we may meet in the final, up 49-13 on Fox. And Liberty Wentzville up 16-8 over Hannibal in the fourth quarter. And Rockwood Summit and Ladue Horton Watkins are tied at 14.
And, you know, that's a credit to that Liberty team. And I think it might have to do with their offense.
Yes.
You know, because when we played them, we said, oh, my gosh, these kids are having a tough time. But, hey, you know what? They've turned their season around and have had a decent year. And you know what? They're playing for a trophy tonight.
That they are. I mean, we'll see how far they go after that. But hey, I'll tell you what, man, to be able to get a district championship within what they've been open, 6 to 8 years, something along that line. I mean, to get a district championship within the first 10 years of you being a brand new high school and a brand new program, if they take that, congratulations to them.
Oh, God, yeah. And looking at another team I say that about is Troy Buchanan this year. I mean, I would never have thought Troy would have pushed all the way to the district title game. Now I'm kind of secondary rooting for West. I know that's not going to sound good to North fans, but hey, you know what? Now their season doesn't matter. Wouldn't it be crazy for the GAC if Liberty, West, and North all win district titles?
That'd be
amazing. Crazy for the GAC. You know, and a lot of people say, you know, St. Charles football is subpar to the county and the city of St. Louis, and it probably is, but hey, you know what? That's the thing. You have the hidden gems like North, like West in years past. Years and years ago, Duchesne was a big game. I think the Duchesne-Dubourg game is still a big rivalry game, even though Dubourg is kind of had a program on the fledges the past few years. But, you know, and then you have the St. Mary's, you know, the St. Mary's of the world. You play the Shoes game. Like, I think they play Dubourg. That's the South Side rivalry, the Shoes game. But, and that's in St. Louis. But in St. Charles, St. Dominic is a sleeper program. They've always been good. St. Charles West versus St. Charles is a big rivalry. And it's a different game. And now North just got to hold their nerve and finish off Battle. And barring a serious comeback, 50 points.
And just real quick before we get started here, just going to run this replay of the catch that Isaiah Hartrip made in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Here's just a quick replay of probably one of the best high school catches you'll see in a long time. I mean, it was timed perfectly. He was able to get it in the crook of his hand. Just unreal catch by Isaiah Hartrip.
So, Owen Sears to kick. He gets a nice kickoff down to the 10 to the far side, but it's touched. North gets a little bit more coverage downfield, and they are going to be pushed down to the far side and caught right at the 20. A nice tackle on the play by what looks to be number 21, Bobby Maris, along with about 3 other Panthers who got touches.
And now we'll see what the Battle offense is going to bring out. They did go to the air a little bit there near the end of the first half. Didn't have much success, but they have taller receivers. So we're going to be interested to see how that plays out. And one thing we've talked about in the past is those soft areas in between the line and that first wave of defense.
And I think that the best formula for Battle is to air it out because, I mean, I saw this in the Priory Burroughs game. They haven't gone north and south, and North has gone north and south. So they'll hand it off to the running back again this time. He drags a couple Panthers, but he gets only about 5. And the clock is running. It is a running clock, and you got 20 points to stop the running clock. It's almost impossible, really. If North can put together a long drive, the game is almost over.
Yeah, and with the way North's offense has been, it doesn't matter if they score. They're going to come right back.
4 wide receivers. Back to passes. Keller hit as he throws, but completes the pass. A great, great catch by number 10, Dawson Mariotto.
I'll say this, an even better tackle there. That was a great shoestring tackle there by number 23, Robert Rezick. If he doesn't get him there at the shoestring tackle, he's probably gone.
He could have been, yeah. Mariotto, not spelled like Marcus Mariota. In fact, not even close. Hand off to Jordan, out to the outside, falls forward. Did the ball come out? Looked like it bobbled, but comes out after.
Big time tackle there. That's a man's tackle right there.
And the game has been clean so far. Darren Jordan has 96 yards on the night, trying to break the century mark.
Most of that came on one play.
Yeah. 2nd and 7 from the 35. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Back to pass, looking, throwing, soft coverage, and sniffed out. Great tackle on the play by Cairo Payne.
But that right there is what Battle's going to have to do. I mean, if they're going to play soft coverage, just go out about 3 or 4 yards, get an easy catch, and if you're tackled there, that's fine. If you put together a few of those, you get a first down, you just keep rolling, and maybe they bring the coverage in a little bit, and you can go up over the top. But that's kind of what they're going to have to do to kind of stay in this game, especially when they're going to the air.
Hand off to Jordan up the middle, rumbles forward, gets about 3, and he's going to be short of the first down. So they'll bring out 4th down, and they will almost assuredly have to go for it with already 9:30 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Stack to the right. Hand off to Jordan to the outside. He is not going to get it. And the left side, all the linebackers shifted in unison, as did the running back, as did the defensive line. And they moved like they were in a synchronized swimming formation and stopped Darren Jordan. And now North's going to come back on offense once again. I mean, at this point, though, do you consider anything to be rubbing it in? I don't think so.
No, because it's one of those things that even on offense, it's not like they're going out there and they're throwing deep bombs and getting touchdowns. I mean, they're running the ball, and it's just missed tackles. It's bad tackling. It's just them just running their offense, essentially.
First team offense out there on the field, and it was Tyler Oakes who tried to run around and doesn't get much on the play, maybe a yard.
And yes, the offense has scored 56 points tonight, but for me, it's the defense. I mean, the defense has come out and just made a statement. Yes, they gave up one long touchdown drive, but other than that, it has just been a solid game all night for them.
I mean, and you have a history-making night with Parker Monning, 25 sacks on the year.
49-13 Jackson as well.
4 wide receivers. Hartrip up the middle, falls forward and continues to drain the clock. He gets 3 on the play. 3rd and 7, and North continuing to tick it down. And I think this is all they really want to do.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to necessarily score any more points. Just maintain possession, get some first downs, and if you don't, just run that play clock down as low as you can.
Like, tick it down to 1.
Yeah, oh yeah, no question.
4 wideouts again, same formation. Newcomb not in at quarterback yet. They do not have the second team offense in. Payne, option play. Cuts up,
what a move.
30. Cuts up, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh! Touchdown.
He just stopped on a dime.
I have to just laugh. I felt sorry for that battle defender who flew out into the sideline like he was going to make a tackle.
Here's your replay right here.
Watch this here. Okay.
I mean, heck of a move there on the cut, first off. Good block there by Oakes. Defender
right here.
Coming in.
Right
Whoop.
here. Wow.
And the stare down by Payne, too. I mean, that's probably as controversial as you're going to get from North, but
63-6. There's nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do. You know, you're just going to have to stop them, or Battle is going to have to concede. But this is a shocker. I mean, I've said it 5 times, probably 10 times, but yeah, I want to see North have adversity. I want to see them have a tough game. I want to see them fall behind. I want to see them struggle and fight to win. It just hasn't happened this year.
I'm going to be selfish. I don't, because if they don't face adversity, that means they're blowing teams out, and it's just an easy path. I mean, I'll be selfish about that.
Yeah,
but,
and I mean,
but as you get deeper, you do. Yeah, you want to know what your team's going to do when you get down, when the chips are down, when maybe you fall behind late or you fall behind early. You want to know what your team has to pull out of their pocket. But what Coach Bacon's done here, I don't think it matters.
No, I don't think it does. And I think this is an adversity game where you're playing a tough opponent. I think you're just better than them. You know, and maybe they're having a down year, but credit to coaching.
Yep.
You know, fielded at the 20, they take it up, and they get it down to the 35.
We've been in communication with our leader, Tim Miller. Going back, he's at the Jackson-Fox game. He told us the score of all his game, and he's like, you? And I sent it over to him. I haven't gotten his reply yet, but I'm be interested to see what he says.
Yeah, because that Jackson game is going to be pretty interesting. Now, Jackson has a similar road to the final as North does in terms of toughness. And I think they play the winner of the Eureka-Vianney game.
Yeah, and Eureka was up. They were pitching a shutout the last time we looked.
4 wide receivers, trips to the near side, 1 to the far side for Jackson. Excuse me, for Keller. I got my names all discombobulated this time. Complete pass out to the 30 and then forced down. Jatavion Miller with a nice reception.
A nice deception there, play there with the trips. They were able to get the screen.
Tim is typing.
Tim is typing.
Tim is typing. Okay. Oh, man.
Clock's under 6 minutes now in the third quarter.
And the penalties have gone down, which I like. And, I mean, sometimes when you see teams who have a rough reputation, they will get. Oh, here comes another sack. Was not Parker Monning that time. Who was it? Yeah, Chris Petrell. Monning was in there, and then Petrell, I think Monning thought he had the sack, and then all of a sudden the quarterback just falls in front of Monning, and it's Chris Petrell. So far, he's been the leader
story.
tonight.
Yes, he has. And you love the sportsmanship there, too, as well. He, as soon as he gets a sack, he helps the quarterback up. He's not going to force him into the turf or anything like that. That's the kind of, demeanor that Coach Bacon has brought here to North.
3rd and 10 from the 29, 63-6 our score. Back to pass throwing, incomplete, well over everyone's head. 5 minutes, 4th and 10 from the 29.
And after this 4th down play, we'll take a quick break and talk to you about Swim Theory, one of the other sponsors for the Fort Zumwalt North broadcast this year.
And, folks, I still have not received your player infos. Please send them to me, and I will gladly read them at MikeManTJH or TJ Hartbeck, HARTBECK, at gmail.com, and I will read what you send me. And I want to talk about as many players as I can, so it doesn't matter if he's on the JV, if he doesn't play much, or if he's a star. Send me the info. Slow snap. They get back. Petrell almost gets a blocked punt. Bounces at the 50, bounces down to the 40, picked up by.
Oh, I thought they were going to let him run that, but they blew the whistle dead.
Picked up by Hartrip.
Well, we got a second. Fort Zumwalt North swim team just wrapped up a great regular season. Ben Brown, Nolan Dyer, Jake Farrar, and Kenny Goki placed first, setting a school record in the 400 medley, with Nolan breaking the 100 butterfly and Jake the 100 breaststroke records. If you love to swim or want to learn how to swim, check out our sponsor tonight at Swim Theory. They have certified instructors for private and semi-private classes where swimmers are swimming against a current, creating an endless swim experience. Lessons are equipped with video analysis technology to record and immediately play back the lap. At Swim Theory, you can expect class size to be limited to 5 or fewer individuals. For our Panther fans listening, sign up for a class at Swim Theory and try it for free before you commit to schedule. They believe you should swim first, then decide. Open from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Holding against North, so they'll walk it back.
Oh, you had to jinx it with the penalties.
I guess I did, yeah. But with 4 minutes, this gives North a lot of time to tick down off the clock. And Newcomb is not set up where he will be the quarterback. He's set up in the wide receiver's position in the huddle.
Once again, you're in the playoffs now.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get your guys in there.
You just have to be careful.
Yep.
I mean, you don't run any crazy plays.
Well, that's the thing about tonight. They haven't run any crazy plays.
No, they haven't. That's what's funny about it. 4-man front shown by Battle. Man in motion is Hartrip. Hand off to him. Bounces out to the outside. Falls down in front into the 30. No, it was Tyler Oakes. Excuse me. I could not see if it was him or not. I normally don't get that wrong. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 30.
And credit to the Battle fans and the North fans for sticking around in this cold.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's only going to get colder as we go on here, and even when you get down to Columbia for the state finals, I mean, it's an outdoor game.
It is cold, and the wind whips through there like crazy. And you just hope that it's blowing towards the end.
Yep.
Because then it'll be blocked by the new palace they built out there. 4 wideouts for this time Jack Newcomb. Newcomb taking the sack. Flag. Comes in late.
And that's going to probably, it looks like with the way Battle's clapping, it's probably going to go against North.
Against North, yes.
So you'll get the sack, the loss of yardage there, plus the penalty. And this is where, if you're North, you got to be very, very careful. Do not react.
Yeah,
if
don't.
They attempt you, do not react.
Because now they're going to try and do it. I think if teams who do that will do that when they get down, and They haven't done it so far tonight. But Newcomb now in at quarterback. Four wideouts this time. Man in motion, Kylan Watson. Bad snap. Ball comes out. Looks like Battle has it. Yeah, Battle will get it down now close to the goal line.
And this is the risk you were going to run when you start to bring in your second team. It's just a bad snap there, unfortunately, for the center.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of said rotate them in one-on-one.
Yep.
Don't put in your whole offense. You know, I mean, the odds that a lineman gets hurt is low. Though, I mean, statistically, linemen are the most injured people in football. But, like I'm saying, on a single play, rotate them in. You know, but I guess Coach Bacon just said, let's just get him some reps, maybe till the end of the quarter, and then put him back in, then take him back out. So, Battle will come out in the shotgun. Harrison Keller calls signals from the pistol. Twins to the right, one to the left. Bad handoff, and Chris Futrell again dragging down Darren Johnson.
Have yourself
Darren
a
Jordan.
game right there.
Have yourself a game is right. I think that'll be the one person we talk about individually to Coach Bacon.
Yeah, because he's been doing it on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think this will be a point of pride for North if they're able to keep Battle out of the end zone here.
Yeah. 1:35 to go here in the third. Four wideouts, two on each side for Keller. Back to pass. He's rushed. He is.
Oh, they're going to call that.
Yeah, they're calling a horse collar on that one. To the 10, to the 5. Dives, and he's in. And that probably will count.
Yeah, so whether it's a face mask or a horse collar, they were going to get they had his hand up there near the helmet, maybe just incidental contact to the helmet.
Was a great run, though, by
That it
Keller.
was.
Personal. It's a personal foul, but all that is trying to get a man down. So touchdown is good, makes it 56 to 63 to
penalty
12.
be forced on the kickoff.
Yeah.
So they're going to probably go for 2 here, and then they'll get good field position on the kick. And like you said, that was just a great run by the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And despite the fact that you knew a penalty was probably coming, he still gave up his body too. Took a nice hit to get into the end zone.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It was out of my view. So here comes the 2-point conversion. Chris Futrell once again in on the tackle. And 2-point conversion's no good. I think the defense, it's just too fast for Battle to handle.
It seems like it. I mean, like we said all night, Futrell has been all over the field. He's been just getting on guys quick, whether it's the quarterback or getting into the backfield and getting into the running back. And he's not been fooled much by the fake handoffs as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knows where the ball's at and he goes after it. And he's been doing that all night.
I mean, it's just been nuts. I mean, seriously nuts. The way this game's gone. I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer to this game because I'm not saying that it's a disappointment, but I wish I knew what is causing this Battle team to not play the game that we're accustomed to them to playing. Is it the speed of the defense? Yes, it is, I think. As Steinmeier comes in.
And we've talked about this in the pregame and a little bit throughout the game. This Battle team has given up points this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they have been blowing teams out and not giving up a bunch of points. They have given up points this year. Yes, they've scored a lot of points as well. Multiple games over 40 points. But I don't know if outside of the SLU game, maybe the Rockhurst game, if they've seen a team that's as fast as North is.
Yeah, I don't think so. And Rockhurst beat CBC, and SLU, is battle tested with a very tough schedule in the MCC as well, and they're a good team, but I think Battle has just run into a wall, which is called a lightning fast defense.
Yes,
You
that
know,
is good.
and I've seen that numerous times. I mean, Blue Springs South has done that. They've looked small, but they've been so fast and has won 2 state titles in recent years. CBC as well. Then you look at like Hazelwood East back in the early 2000s, who was really good. But this is just alarming at the rate that North is scoring, as Newcomb is back in at quarterback with under a minute to go here in the third. 4 wide outs, man in motion, high snap, handoff. And that was Tyler Oakes, who falls and hits his own man, really.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little bit of a lane there in the middle. Tried to cut it back in, but it was tripped up there by his own man.
And that just takes more time down, and North does not have to run a play if they don't want to here before the quarter.
And I wouldn't be surprised as if we get to the end of this quarter if we start to hear the fans fired up going into the fourth.
So as the time ticks down, 63-12. And now it's just play a clean game, don't get anybody hurt, and keep the defensive pressure up. 63-12. North on top. We'll be right back. You are watching and listening Panther Broadcasting, powered by Prepcast.com.
Dahlia Bus Lines has been serving the St. Louis metropolitan area since 1932, and they take pride in their well-maintained fleet of clean, comfortable, European-style motor coaches and vans. Whether you're interested in a tour of the beautiful and historic St. Louis area or a charter trip to the lower 48 continental United States or parts of Canada, it's Vandalia Bus Lines, the largest fleet in the St. Louis area. Call them at 800-542-4287.
Are you looking to get that extra 10%? Reach the next level with Athletic Republic. Athletic Republic is science-based performance sports training, delivering intense, position-specific one-on-one training. Stop working out and start training. Visit your local Athletic Republic training center today. Athletic Republic, where athletes who give 110% get the extra 10%.
Welcome back. 63-12. North on top. Jack Newcomb in at quarterback. High snap. Newcomb gets it off to the outside. Rumbles through, trying to get something on this play, and let's say give him 4. And I think it's pretty good now that Joe Bacon has said, okay, we can run with the second team. I think that's pretty much what he's doing.
I think you're right on that one. I mean, you're in the fourth quarter now with the running clock and, what, a 51-point lead?
Yeah.
If my math is correct.
Yes, 51 points. (63-12). 4 wideouts. Newcomb still calling signals. Man in motion, high snap. They get it out to the outside, and nothing doing on that play, but decent run or try there by Chris Raquel. Brings up 4th and 10, and for the first time tonight, North will punt. Second time. North will punt.
Not very often that we've had to say that recently.
No, not at all. Especially against the Smith-Cotton game, but Chaminade, I think, will be a different kind of a game because of the teams they've played. Chaminade constantly plays up.
Yes.
They have to play SLU. They have to play CBC. They play Vianney, who's well coached. They play SLU, who's great. And then they have to play, teams like the South City teams. Falls forward, takes a north bounce, goes all the way down to, I'd say, the 38.
While we wait for the change of possession, role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Fort Zumwalt North, Battle, and Panther Broadcasting.
9:20 to go here in this game before North pushes on to, respectively, Chaminade. They were up 33-0. Battle takes over from the 38. They get it out to the outside, caught in the flat. They go down the sideline, get a first down and a little bit more. Keller has kind of stood in the pocket really well tonight.
That he has.
And he seems to be a good athlete. I think, speed outweighs girth, I think. You're going to laugh at that?
Well, I mean, it does. I mean, no question about that.
Yeah. Stacks the box. Hand off to the running back, Darren Jordan again. Falls forward, gets the first down. Ball comes out, but they say he's down early.
And an update, 54-0 Chaminade against McClure North.
Yeah, so Chaminade will push on.
DeSmet is up 31-3 over Francis Howell. And West still holds a 27-0 lead over Troy Buchanan.
What's the 21-21 game?
21-21 is Raymore and Liberty North. Still 21-21.
4 wideouts again for Battle. Under 8 minutes to go. Here comes the bull rush. Great block. Keller gets away down to the 20 and falls down forward.
And that was
Rob
actually
Rezix.
pretty close to a late hit on a sliding
was.
quarterback. Got to be very careful there.
So at the Panther 23, 1st and 10, 63-12. The clock is running now with 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Keller calling signals with 4 wideouts, trips to the far side. Petrell backs off to the far side, handoff. And then there's 3 different Panthers in on that, and looks like Ryan Medley is going to get penalized here.
Another face mask
Yeah,
penalty.
face mask on North.
That's the 3rd face mask penalty tonight. And I'm sure that's going to be one of the things that Coach Bacon's going to mention when we talk to him post-game.
I'll bet in that huddle, Coach Bacon will not be all thrilled.
No. No.
Because he stresses perfection on penalties, saying playing cleaner football. And they have not done that tonight, but it hasn't been dirty.
No, never not intentional.
It's never been intentionally dirty like sometimes this rivalry has gotten. As Keller is flush from the pocket, gets out to the outside. He is loose to the 5. And before he got to the 5, he slides in just before the 10. But flag on the play, probably in the area of holding. Way over here on the near side.
And that is holding on the offense. I tell you what, I am very, very impressed with Keller.
Yeah, he's a good little athlete.
He is, and it's one of those things that you don't expect. Like just the moves he makes, you're like, okay, it doesn't make a whole lot of. It's not a whole lot of movement, but he's able to shake and bake and throw the pursuit off pretty easily, which to me, for a tall quarterback, is very impressive.
Mm-hmm. First and 21 from the 22. They get it out to the outside, and they get back to the 20. Gary Martin on the carry for Battle. And a job well done tonight by Zumwalt North with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, you really can't say much more than that. I mean, they were efficient on offense. They've got turnovers. They made stops. They've held this battle team in check for most of the night. A couple of scoring drives, obviously, but one short, one long. Just overall a good game.
High snap. Keller back to pass. Looks, throws. Pylon. Incomplete. Nice breakup by Cameron Bryant. 3rd and 18. They will not claim a district championship for the first time in their school history battle. Back to pass, looks, stops, throws, rush to the far side. Monning got over, but he got the pass off. It is caught. Incomplete, but caught and then falls off.
There is a flag on the play, though.
Yeah, well back in the backfield. But this is the first time Battle and North have been in the same district.
Yeah.
You know, so because normally it's the game after this where they play Battle. So face mask on a defense. Automatic first down, move that towards the 4-yard line. Yeah, 3rd down. It's not an automatic first down, so third and 8. 5 minutes to go. Khalil Dampier is the quarterback for Battle as he sets up with 3 wide receivers. Set. Handoff up the middle. They dive. Touchdown. And Battle is not going away without a fight, but they still haven't cracked the 20-point threshold. But again, I mean, what you're doing here, you're putting in your second team.
Yes.
You know, this is reps for your second team against the first team.
Yeah,
you know,
and if you're Battle, you're playing for pride right now. You know, you don't want to go in and lose by 40 or 50. They're still going to put up a fight. They're not going to go away. And we saw last week how in a close game they were able to put about 20 or 30 points up in the 4th quarter.
Oh, yeah. And when you look at this line, the only one returning on the offensive side for North is they go for 2 again, float it toward the pylon, caught for the touchdown. So 20 points now for Battle, 63-20. It was 63-14 to end the Smith-Cotton game, and this has kind of gone the same way.
It really has.
You
Jumped
know?
out to an early lead, something that, you know, last week we expected a big-time win. This week we did not, but jumped out to a big-time lead. We were able to play good defense, good special teams, and yeah, some late points here. One of them was due to a fumble inside their own 10.
Yeah.
But outside of that, a pretty decent game.
Yeah, and, you know, looking forward on this team, if you look, their line will be fresh next year. They're losing all but Nate Rappling up top. Then you've got Tyler Oakes coming back. You have Jack Newcomb coming back. And then you are going to have a lot of new wide receivers. But Chris Futrell comes back as well. He's only a junior. And then on the defensive side, you are getting a whole new line. You have Futrell coming back on defense. You have Eddie Angelbeck coming back. You have Parker Monning coming back. Rob Rezix and Jeremiah Dickerson as well. And Jalen Lee and Chris Raquel. So on defense, I think you're going to be pretty okay. It's the offense that's the question mark now next year.
Well, and as we've seen over the last 5-6 years, they've just kind of reloaded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like they've had one guy and then been
Yeah.
like, oh, but they've reloaded.
And people don't understand this. Onside kick does not go 10 yards. North will take over with a short field. People don't get this, but the JV isn't on this roster.
Yep.
You know, and you're going to get guys who will come up to varsity and play. You know, it won't just be, oh, you were on the team last year, you play. No.
And during this change of possession, Tim Nestledge's uncle is the 4th-generation owner of C. Rallo Meat Market, located south of Highway 70 on Bryan Road. Sea Rowler offers a full case of traditional cuts such as bone-in ribeye, porterhouse T-bone, filet mignon, and sirloin steak, as well as newer, more popular cuts like flat iron, skirt steak, tri-tip, and baseball steaks. Charlie Rowell personally guarantees your dinner guests will rave about the meat and ask you where you got it and how you cooked it between bites. Make sure you check out Sea Rowell Meats, located south of Highway 70 on Bryan Road.
Baseball cut.
I haven't heard of that one yet.
I've
That's
never
gonna be
heard
one
of
I'm gonna have
that.
to try.
Newcomb in at quarterback still with a short field. 4 wide receivers. Man in motion on the far side. Kylan Watson. Shovel pass ahead to him. He falls forward for maybe a gain of 3 or 4. Yeah, Kylan Watson. To me, he's the replacement for Isaiah Hartrip.
Yep.
I would think.
That he is. Make sure you check out Hartrip at SIU Carbondale next
Oh,
year.
yeah, that'll be nice. The Salukis. Do they still play their annual game, one game at Busch, where they play Missouri State?
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah, where they play Missouri State.
I don't think they do anymore, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure.
They used to. 4 wide outs. 3 to the far side. Newcomb rolling. Has a man. Incomplete. This is just running time, but
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're not risking anything by throwing the ball and having an incompletion because the clock is still going to continue to run. Now we've got a flag on the field. That's going to be looks like a penalty against Battle, maybe a personal foul, maybe saying something.
and now it looks like the referees are having a talking to with the Battle players. Unsportsmanlike against Battle. Not much else to say for this game, guys.
Not really. I mean, yes, we expected a closer game for a little while, but aside from that last personal foul for unsportsmanlike, it hasn't been a chippy game. It's been a well-played game, a well-coached game on both sides. And it just so happens that North was able to execute a little bit better than Battle tonight.
1st and 10 from the 30 now. Jack Newcomb has his team on the move with 3:05 to go here in the 4th. Can the second team get a score? Newcomb hands it off to Steinmeier up the middle, falls forward and gets a decent gain. And call that 2nd and 7 from the 27-yard line.
And nice for these kids to get in in a district championship game and
Oh, yeah.
make an impact, get their name called out, get some yardage, get some statistics on the sheet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And the second team, while they haven't been all that, I'm not going to say they haven't been impressive, but you can tell they're the second team, but they're going up against these first teamers, and this is very, very invaluable experience for them. Man in motion and a flag.
They're going to give a false start call.
It's a little surprising.
Yeah.
So, winner of this game goes to play Chaminade, and that is going to be Zumwalt North. That will be at Chaminade.
More details to follow as soon as we get some clarification.
Yeah, more details to follow as well. We're going to broadcast the game.
Yes.
It's just a matter of how. 4 wide receivers. Man in motion, Watson, kept by Newcomb. Newcomb, shovel pass.
Picked off.
Picked off on the shovel pass. Flag late. Looks like that was coaches on the field. So that's an interception. First one thrown by Newcomb all year, but can't really say he threw that. Design run play.
It'll go down as an interception.
Personal foul.
And that'll be essentially a bench foul with the coaches on the field. I mean, obviously they're excited. A guy like that getting an interception doesn't happen a whole lot.
No.
So you get pumped up for your guys, but yes, it's late in the blowout, but you still gotta play by the rules.
Now against Chaminade, I would think you're for sure going to see a first team game all game long.
Yes.
But, I mean, again, I think they could do this to Chaminade as well. So it's kind of all up in the air, and it really depends on how the defense plays next week against Brady Cook, who, by all intents and purposes, is the next quarterback at Mizzou. But, again, Cook is a wiry quarterback who can run, and it's not like North hasn't seen that.
Right, and they get pressure on the quarterback no matter who it is.
Hand off to the outside, reverse play, flea flicker. They throw it deep. They have it caught down to the 50. A great play there by Battle to pull a trick out of the old bag of tricks. Great catch by Jake Mariotto.
And at this point, you're basically pulling every trick out of the bag just to get some points. Obviously, you're not going to catch North, but once again, it's a point of pride. Get some points on the board. Get your name on the stat sheet.
4 wideouts again. Back to pass, throws, caught underneath. And a big tackle there by Jack Newcomb. First down again. But clock now hits a minute.
Battle in the semi-hurry-up offense.
Credit to Battle for not laying down, and have played a clean game, and no one's lost their head, which I'm really happy about. Martine back to pass, has blockers, gets around, has to throw this one, throws it deep, incomplete. With 33 seconds to go, this should be the last play of the game. So North will make it 6 back-to-back, to back-to-back-to-back.
You got enough backs in there?
Yep, district titles. And conference titles, that matter. Battle wants one more shot. They got to get it off. 10 seconds. Here we go. The fans are happy. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. It's Chris Futrell. Will he finish off the game? Yes, he will. Chris Futrell wins the game, I think, honestly, for North.
Yeah, Futrell was definitely the player of the game tonight. Couple of touchdowns, a forced fumble, all over the field on offense and defense. And you like to see this. I mean, the sportsmanship at the end of this game between Battle and North, despite them being rivals and having possibly bad blood in the past, just a good handshake line. Congratulations. And then you go celebrate your win. And if you're Battle, you go back to the drawing board and you come back next year in this conference and see what you can do.
And it will be a very good game next week at Chaminade off Lindbergh Boulevard. The Red Devils are very well coached. They are grizzled. They are seasoned. They have a very good quarterback. And they also have had a lot of adversity.
And don't forget, after the game tonight, head down the road to Bleachers for pizza and wings. They're keeping the kitchen open till midnight tonight for you. Get down there, celebrate this district championship, this victory for North. Get some of the homemade pizza and 7 different wing sauces.
And those pizza and wings will taste great to North fans tonight. They get a win over a big rival. It stayed clean. It stayed without controversy. It stayed without bad blood. The penalties weren't that bad. The team is pumped up. They're all happy about it. That's all we can really say. So North wins the title in Class 5A, District 4, and here come the students. Here they come. They're all happy about it. That is a big win for the Panthers. Well, I guess the stay off the field was not heated, but you can't really keep that off from high school students. A great win tonight for North. A great game overall. And it's been a great season. And that's all we can really say.
That is. I mean, you see the scene right there. They've beaten Battle this year. They've kind of gotten the revenge in the rivalry game. They're moving on. Another district championship. The fans, the students, everybody's happy.
Everybody happy indeed. Final score, 63-20, North wins District 4, Class 5A. For my partner, Mike Wagon Connect, my name's Tom Hartbeck. We will see you next week from Chaminade when the Panthers take on the Red Devils.